Hello, I am Jared Glahn, and this is my video presentation for the student learning project for fall 2016 for Computer Science and Engineering 224 programming tools for Clark College in Nicholas Macias's class. The reason why I'm making this video is because I am not going to be able to attend the presentation at 3 p.m. Tuesday, November 29th. I'm going to be inside of a physics lab at that time, so I'm making this video to, not get a fail on the grade. So, thank you, Nick, for letting me do this instead. So, my project is called Dungeon Crawler, as said by the title here, and my statement for this is, with all the powerful tools available to us, some incredible games have been made, but many have failed to match the magic that classic roguelike games have created. The classic games like Rogue have created, and I just want to make a Rogue-inspired dungeon crawler game. So I'm hoping to have a Unity tutorial done at the end of the fall term. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to meet this goal before the end of this term. Because my C# scripting turned out to be a lot weaker than I thought it was. So I'm having a couple of issues with that, and I'm not just gonna, because I'm doing a tutorial on Unity, and my scripting compared to theirs, mine doesn't work very well. And so I actually scrapped my scripts that I had because I couldn't find a way to really make them work that well. And I'm not just gonna copy off what they did because, I'm going to do what they did, but I made mistakes somewhere, and I want to make sure that I understand everything, so I'm trying to do it independently with the guidance of a tutorial, so I actually learn something from it. And so I don't have scripts ready for game generation, for levels, and enemy movement being controlled. And so, yeah, I'm still working on that. And by the end of February 2017, I hope to have functional physics and sprites, so animations and everything like that, and being able to move everything. And this is going to be for my own original game, because I plan to make an original game, not just the tutorial. The tutorial is kind of like a facilitator, kind of help me learn the basics of a game that's similar, because it's not exactly the game I want to make. I want to make a game that's inspired by Rogue. This game is actually really different from that, even though aesthetically I feel like it kind of looks similar. So, and I want to have a full prototype of the game ready by the end of the spring term. So my last quarter, actually no, my summer quarter should be my last quarter at Clark, because I'm taking summer classes. By the end of the spring quarter, so CSE 223, I hope to have the game actually completed to an extent to where it's playable. And yeah, so I'm going to be using the Unity game engine, my own personal computer that I'm using to record this on right now, and using the game assets because I am just not a talented artist, so I don't think I can personally make good sprites and everything together. I hope to make some original sprites, but we'll see exactly how that goes because I'm really bad at art. So, but I do have Photoshop skills that I can use because I've taken a course on that in the past. What I will hope to learn from this and what I need to research is to develop a stronger knowledge of C# programming language, as I mentioned earlier, to research how to develop intelligent enemies that respond to player movement and action. So I want to make enemies that kind of try to actually defeat you instead of just like walk at you like a blind animal. And I want to research effective ways to create and animate original sprites, like I was talking about just a second ago. I am not good at that kind of stuff, so I really want to improve at that. And so my proposed solutions to my problem that I presented earlier, where there's like a lack of games that replicate game like the magic the games Rogue created, which is awesome because they're just so much fun and they're so much simpler. So I want to make a game that's really simple but also has a lot of depth to it, because Rogue has a lot of depth, even though it's like just like if you're playing on like a Linux version, it's literally just symbols that you can type on your keyboard. But it's actually a really fun game because of how much content there is and how much you can do and how much freedom you have. Games don't really do that nowadays, and I want to make a game that's kind of inspired by that. And I also, my proposed solution is to have design and develop fully functional game with original sprites, map design, and enemy behavior. It's going to be difficult, I feel, because I'm very inexperienced in this field, but it should be a lot of fun. And I want to distribute the created game. I might sell it. I don't think I will, because I don't think when I'm done with my first full game that I've ever made originally, because I've made games before, but they weren't like original games. I didn't really complete them to an extent. Um, Probably just give it out for free on like Steam, Greenlight, or something. Hopefully, maybe I don't know. And yeah, that's what I plan to do with that. And applications obviously are for entertainment, playing a video game. Who doesn't love to play a video game? And to develop a more in-depth knowledge of programming and game design, obviously, because I'm making a game and I want to have experience in this because it's something I'm actually considering as a career. Although I don't think I'll particularly end up in game design as my career because I want to be a roboticist personally. I kind of want to work with robotics, and to have the game to be played by others via some game service, like I mentioned earlier, like maybe Steam Greenlight or something like that. So now I'm going to show you what I have so far. Like I said, I have C# scripts that I scrapped at an earlier time because they just didn't work that well. So, well, they didn't work at all. There was a bunch of problems with the code, a bunch of syntax that I didn't really know how to address because my C# is really weak. What I plan to do over winter break is make this my project instead of just hanging around. I want to actually learn something, so it's going to be fun for me, honestly. I'm looking forward to that. And then, so now I'm just going to show you some of my sprite animations that I have ready right now. They gave you templates, and you have to create the sprites from these. So here is my my idle animation for layer 1, which, wrong thing. Here we go. Okay, I see what the problem is here. So I want to. So that was the player animation. That is the player idle animation. So that'll be playing whenever the player is idle and you're not moving around. So we can get rid of that now. Sorry about that. All right. So this is our enemy 1 animation. This is one of the baddies that you'll be experiencing inside of this game, a specific Unity tutorial. Get rid of that, and we can throw enemy 2 up in here. Yeah, this is enemy 2. So that is the main progress I've made so far. I'm actually honestly focusing on learning a lot about this first. I know how to use the Unity engine to an extent, but I don't really know how to do a bunch of other stuff. So I don't really know how to use C# scripting or Java scripting really that well. And those are skills I really want to excel in and I really want to develop further. Because I'll be doing one day anyway, so might as well learn them now. And might as well learn them while I'm having fun with it and getting a grade out of having fun. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for letting me do this again, Nick, for allowing me to turn this in, even though I didn't let you know in the time that you wanted us to let you know before we, because if we were not able to make it to the presentation. And yeah, thank you for that so much for letting me do this, and I guess I'll see you in class.